Hey there, fellow gamers and data enthusiasts. Get ready to dive into the world of video game sales analysis. I am Rahul, and today we are going to explore how data helps us understand the gaming industry triumphs and trends. In this video, I'm going to unleash the potential of the video game sales analysis and take your business to the next level. We will also explore the insights and strategies behind the successful video game sales. We are going to discover the hidden gems of data analysis and make informed decisions that will live up your scales. Now let's see how the game has been evolved. Video game has revolutionized the entertainment industry and it has become a multi-million dollar market. So with the advancement in the technology, gaming has evolved from simple pixelated graphics to immersive experiences. So in this project, we'll delve into the growth of gaming industry and its impact on global sales. Now, if we look into the market trends, it is crucial for success in the gaming industry. So in this project, we'll analyze the latest trends, including the rise of esport, mobile gaming, and the impact of virtual reality. Now, stay ahead of the game by exploring the creative innovation shaping the future of video game sales. Now, if we come to marketing strategies, effective marketing strategies plays a vital role in driving video game sales. So it captivates trailers to influencer partnership. This project will uncover the creative tactic used by game developer to generate buzz and attractive players. So in this project, we'll discover the power of marketing in competitive world of gamings. So now let's dive into the code. So first, to do this project, we have to import several libraries like pandas, numpy, plotly, etc. So pandas are nothing but it's used for data manipulation and analysis in Python, and numpy is used to perform operations on arrays, and plotly it is used for data visualization and exploration, and matplotlib is used to enable statistic data plotting and visualization. And Seaborn, it is used to simplify data visualization and statistical analysis. And Tinker, it is used to create graphical user interface and etc. These are subdivisions of these pandas, matplotlib and plotly. Asset which I'll be using in this project has 11 columns. The first column is rank and it is rank of the overall sales of the games and it is of integer data type. The second column is name and it is a name of the game and it is an object data type. The third column is platform and it is a platform of which the game is released. It is of a object data type. And the fourth column is year. It is the year of which the game is released and it is of a float data type. And the fifth column is genre. It is a genre of the game and it is an object data type. The sixth is publisher and the seventh is the North American sales, that is NA sales. The seventh is EU sales, that is Europe sales. And JP sales are nothing but sales in Japan. Other sales column is sales in which the rest of the world games are sold in the rest of the world. Global sales are nothing but the games which are totally sold worldwide. And as we enter into the code, now first we perform the read CSV file, which is a pandas library function, and it reads the CSV file. And in my case, VG sales are the CSV file name, and this the CSV file is read and it is stored in a data frame, and I have named it as a data. Uh, and I have named it as a data. Now, following data.head is used to display the first few rows of the data frame to get a quick look at the data and the structure. It is a common practice when exploring a dataset to check the initial rows to understand what the data looks like. The next I'll be doing is data cleaning or pre-processing. So first to clean the dataset, I have to know the summary of the data set or an overview of the data set. So I use data.describe. So this describe function is used to display the quick overview of the data set. And these are the statistics that are included in this data set: count, mean, the STD is nothing but standard deviation, minimum, it is a minimum value in the column, and 25% is the first quartile or the 25th percentile value. 50 is nothing but median or the 50 percentile value. 75 is the third quartile or 75th percentile value. And as you know, max is nothing but maximum value in the column. And next, if we go to the next code, the data.isnal of dot sum of produces the missing value or the value which are not there in this particular column or the cell. So every value is zero. I accept the year and the publisher because there are missing values in this year and publisher in the specified row or column. And if we go to the next code, there are data.drop NA. So this function drops the row with the missing values. So in place is equal to true. It changes the if any changes are made in the code, that code directly get affected in the main or the original copy of the dataset. It is not getting changed in the copy of the dataset. If we give it as a false, it will get changed in the copy of the dataset. And next we are checking is there any null value, and you can see that there are zero null values in this. So if you want to change any data type or convert it into different data type, you can do this in this process data type and this conversion. So as you can see, here is in a float value, and we can change it to int value as we can perform analysis in int value is here. So we are converting data of here as in data type. Now we are checking for the duplicates, and it has displayed that duplicates are zero. If there are any duplicates, we are removing the duplicates in this process. Now next we are going to perform some operations on the column. No, or else we are going to display separately or do some problems in this upcoming code. So data is nothing but the CSV file which have been read, and it is a data frame. So this genre is a column in this data set. So if we give data of genre, it will retrieve the column specified column of the, or it will create a data frame only for genre. As you can see, the sports platform, racing, sports, role play, these are the attributes or values in this genre column. See, the length of this genre is 16,291 and the data type is object. You can also retrieve this genre column with using dot function, data.genre, and you can also retrieve multiple columns in this dataset using this list function, data of rank comma name comma year. You can see name, year, rank has been displayed. Data.getNumeric of data displays all the numerical values in this dataset. See, rank, year, North American sales, EU sales, Japan sales, other sales and global sales contain numerical value. So it get displayed in this output. So now we are checking how much how much, if we are taking this year 2009 and we are checking that how much time that this value has been repeated. So we use value.count. So next we are sorting the values by genre. So this function gets sorted by the genre. You can see action gets sorted first, next is strategy, and that goes by, you can see that in the later code. So now we are counting the values as well as sorting the values, and we are plotting that in a bar graph, and we can provide this color using the color attribute color is equal to red, blue. You can see red appears first, blue appears second, red appears first. So now you can see action. It has more than 3000 times it has been repeated. So you can see the value of count. This value of count provides that how much time the Toto's action has been appeared in this year. Adventure, fighting, MIC, etc. So iLock is nothing but it is used for selecting data by integer based indexing. And you can specify row and column location using index. For example, df.log 0, 1 selects the value in the first row and second column. Log function is nothing but labeled location. Log is used for selecting data by label-based indexing. You can specify row and column label to select a data. For example, df.log. It ret- df.log of row label or column retrieves the row and column specified on inside the brackets. So if we can see the data.iloc of 5, it retrieves the fifth row or column in this data set. You can see rank, name, platform, year, genre, publisher or displayed. And fifth row is getting displayed in this function. Lock and iloc is nothing different, but lock uses integer function, iloc uses label function. So in this, the left of this colon is row and the right is column. Code data.log colon 1000 comma publisher. This retrieves the first 1000 rows in this dataset with the publisher's name linked with it. And this set of code is used to change the value in the specified location. So in the 200th position in the North American column, the value in the 200 position will be changed to 3.14. As you can see, the value is getting changed when we print this function. And next we are retrieving the column platform where the value is x360 and only the value of the x360 is retrieved or printed in this output. And next this function checks the both condition. If both condition are true, it then displays the output. If platform is equal to PS3 and genre is equal to sports, then it displays the output. As you can see, PS3 in the platform column and genre in the sports column. 210 rows and 11 columns are being retrieved. And in this data of genre action, this specific condition gets stored in this action sorry value, and this is getting stored in this shooter value. And we are using OR function. In this it checks both value. If any one is getting satisfied, it gets stored in this y, and we are storing this value in a copy of another CSV file, and we are storing this retrieved values in this specified CSV file. And this data, and next this code, this line removes any rows from the dataset where there are any missing values. And this plt.figure, it sets up a size of plot figure and it makes 15 units wide and 10 units tall. And next line, this line uses Seaborn library to create a count plot, and it counts how many times each unique value in generate column appears in the dataset and displays it in a bar chart. And next, plt.xticks, it rotates the X label generates by 90 degrees for better readability. And the for loop with ax.annotate is used to label each bar with its count. It places the count above each of the bar, and plt.show, it displays the plot. As you can see, The count of each genre is getting displayed in the decreasing manner. First is action, next sports, next it goes on, and we are also set the color in this set of code. And next we are we are visualizing this global popularity over time. First, we are loading the data set and we are cleaning as we don't want any null values to be appeared in this data set. And next, we are grouping the data or summing up the global sales. Next, we are plotting the popularity over time in this function. As we can see, x-axis is written as year and y is labeled as global sales in million. Next, we identify top performers in this genre and we are printing them in this output. And next, we are calculating the market share for specific year, for example, 2010. Next, we are checking the regional analysis, for example, North American sales. And next, we are plotting the genre popularity in North America over the time. Even this contains x-axis as years and y as sales in million. As you can see, each color denotes different genre and it is denoted in a graph, and the y-axis contains global sales and x-axis contain years and it is specified in different time interval of years, and these are the average of the sales that are done globally. Even this is the North American sales of the global popularity. And next we are creating a pie chart and same steps you are doing, loading the data set, cleaning and grouping the data, and we are sorting it in a descending order as we can get evenly mannered pie chart, and we are creating a interactive pie chart using plotly, and these are the functions that you have to read as everything. If I ever explain everything you cannot learn by yourself. And we are going to explore the regional sales with colorful pie chart. We are using the color function or set palette function dark. Every color will be displayed dark. And as you can see, genre is equal to sports and global sale is getting displayed. That we have fixed it in this px.py. Name is equal to genre and value is equal to global sales and title is equal to genre market sales. Title and the name is equal to genre global sale, and each is specified in different colors, and as you can see if we move the mouse they are getting interacted, and these are the regional sales over the time and it is displayed in the millions. And the next code displays top 10 selling games. This takes the nth largest value and it displays top 10 values from the specified or extracted data. And this code displays the platform with the highest total sales in North America or Europe sales. And as you can see, PS2 is sold more in North America and Europe. And this code displays the average global sales for game before 2010 or after 2010. It displays the game before we are using less than function or greater. After 2010, we should use greater than or equal to 2010, and we are getting the mean of this. Sorry, we are getting the average using the mean function. As mean gets the average of the value. You know that mean we should add all the value and divide by the count of the value appeared in this in which we have declared. And next displays the top 5 publisher with most games. The top 5 publishers are Electronic Arts, Activision, Namco, Bandai Games, and Ubisoft. And data type is object and name is publisher. The average global sales of this publisher is displayed in this. And next code we are displaying the global video game sales over the years. And same goes load the data, convert year column to date time for the time series analysis. And we group the data by year and calculate total game sales of the year. And next we calculate the moving average of global sales over a 5-year period. We use window is equal to 5 dot mean of. Then next we are plotting the annual global sales and moving averages. We label the x-axis years and y-axis in the global millions. You can see this blue is annual sales and the dotted is 5-year moving average. We are going to display the sales in million per year. And this displays the sales occurred in each year according to the genre. And in the code we have grouped the data year and global sales and we are plotting it. And the X label, we are labeling the X-axis and Y-axis, and we are creating the title label game sales in million per year, and the font size we can change according to our wish. And this PLT that show displays the visualization code. It extracts the unique value from the year column of the dataset and it sorts them. These represent the year of which the dataset is available. And it initializes an empty list with NA, EP, EU, JP, and other GLB, which will be used to show the data for North America, Japan, and other region and global sales. And this for loop it is used to iterate through each year and extract data from the specific value in the dataset. For each year, it calculates the of the sums for the North American sales, Europe sales, and Japan sales, and other and global sales, and it appends the sum to the respective list NA, other, and GLB. After processing all these years, it creates a Panda data frame called year sales with column year, NA, and other and global. This data frame stores the year and cumulative sales data for each region of that year. Finally, it attempts to convert the year to the data type int and it prints the information about the year sale data frame using info method which displays the details about the data frame structure and data types. So it also displays the data frame structure and its data types. As you can see, this type is panda.core_frame.data frame and this range index it contains 39 entries from 0 to 38. So next we are going to start with linear regression. As we cannot do classification method as it doesn't contain any integer values or some numerical values, we can only do regression. So this is the library which we have to import to do regression and we are extracting the info of the data set, the data type and the structure of the data set and the memory used is 1.4 MB. So we should, in order to do regression, we should delete unnecessary variables. In this code, we'll not be using rank, name, and year, comma publisher in this dataset. So we will delete this variable from the dataset using the drop function. In this function, the axis parameter determines whether it should be a row or a column. If we set 1, the column will be deleted. The in place parameter is marked as if it is marked as false, it will not change the original dataset. The default is false. So if we want to change this true, it will automatically be saved in the dataset. If we do not use in place parameter, we will have to do it df is equal to drop of rank year publisher axis 1. So this is the code where we remove the unnecessary values. So next we are converting the categorical variables to numerical variables. We are using the drums data frame variable, and we are getting we are using get dummies function to convert categorical value to numerical value. As you can see, this value, if false, it will display it as 0, but in our code it is displaying it as false. So we are checking if the column exists before attempting to drop them. If the column exists, we don't need to attempt to drop them. So if we do not display the output, but if it is not there, we are dropping the columns or removing the columns using if loop. If this condition gets true, this get drops. At the final, we are concatenating these dumps and df, and we are going to drop the column platform and generate, and at last we are going to print the final hit. Next, we are performing simple linear regression. This imports necessary libraries, Seaborn and Matplotlib. It creates a regression plot, REG plot, using Seaborn function. This plot shows how many global sales of the video game. This is related to European video sale games. The CA none argument mean that the confident interval won't be shown on the plot. It customizes the appearance of the interval plot by setting the color of the data point to red and adjusting their size. Nay, it set x-axis between -2 and 85 and y-axis start from the 0. Labels are added to x-axis and y-axis indicating that x-axis represents global sales and y-axis represents EU sales. And the title is set for the plot, which is regression plot of the global sale versus EU sales. Finally, it displays the plot. This is the regression plot, and this line is called best fit line, which can be used in machine learning to predict the output or the specific area in which we are searching. As you can see, there is an outlier in EU sales, so let's eliminate the outlier. We are checking where the outlier is, and this outlier is in the zeroth index. So now we are removing the outlier using the drop command. In the same, we are importing the necessary library matplotlib and seaborn, and it also creates a plot of the global sales, and it's related to EU sales, and CAN same goes in this. And this x-axis, it sets a limit between -2 and 45, and y-axis starts from the 0 from the bottom the position, and these are the labels used to specify the x-axis and y-axis. And the title is regression plot of global sales and EU sales, and it is used to display. As you can see, these outliers have been removed and their values have been changed. So now let's choose dependent and independent value. X value and Y value has been declared EU and global sales. To process this data, now let's create a model and fit this model with the XY variable. So we are calling a linear regression function and we are fitting the XY axis in the model variable. So this model.score is used to look at the score of the X and Y. So after creating the model, let's make it guess by giving a certain value, and let's see whether it predicts the global sales according to the EU sales variable. Now we are using predict module where model is stored with the X and Y axis, and if we give 15 and it gives a value 41, and it is where it is located. Let's see if there is 41 here, it can be located. And now we are estimating the array. Now 3 has been displayed. So that's all from my side, and hope you understood my code and my explanation to this code. Hope you find this useful. Thank you for watching my video. Let's see with another video